Jerry, you're the service director here at Infiniti of Chattanooga.
Yes, I am.
So tell us about what you do in this role.
Well, basically, as far as service, I like to think of myself as a fireman and a traffic director. I mean, I just like try to put out all the fires or see something that could be a problem for a customer coming up, and then just be sure everything's flowing. Because the main thing I want to do is, and most service managers always want to do, you want to be sure that we fix it right the first time. And we want to be sure that we're on time and do a timely repair and get the vehicle back to the customer. That way our customers are always satisfied. I mean, that most of the problems you're going to have are going to be a problem with not fix it, or you have it for a long time.
Jerry, you just told me a story off the air that I think really illustrates the commitment of Infiniti of Chattanooga and your service department to your customers, always doing the right thing. Do you care to tell us that story?
Oh, yeah. I mean, basically, we had a customer that purchased a vehicle from us. I got it shipped up to him, and the front air dam wasn't perfectly on there. Most dealers in my 32 years that I've been doing this would have just, well, that's the way it is. It's as is, which you did buy an as is vehicle because it was a Chevrolet Camaro. But Virgil, that's not the way we do business here. And that's what he told me. Here's the man's contact information, handle it, get it taken care of. And that makes my job a lot easier when I have somebody behind me that's the way they do business, because I'm just actually down the, I'm in the chain of command that I get told which way to go. And it's easy to do it when you're always doing the right thing.
Let's talk about some common things that people may be dealing with. What are some of the maybe some issues or some things you would just tell the public out there when about their own vehicle and things to look for?
Well, I mean, most of the things we see are electronics, and that's where we really get our problem vehicles that come in, because most of the time, a lot of people will take their vehicle, and I understand they're trying to save some money. They'll have a check engine light, ABS, traction control light, and they go to their local garage or a chain garage, and the guys are not trained. They're just not trained to do it. Therefore, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, $1,000, $2,000 in, then they're here. No matter what kind of vehicle you have, go to the dealer. Those guys are trained. It's the only thing they work on. They know it inside and out. Whether you think you're going to save money, you're actually going to save money by going to the dealer and getting it right the first time and not getting it shotgunned. And what I mean by that is a shotgun pattern spreads out. So if we're not sure what it is, a lot of people will shotgun it and they'll replace 4 to 5 parts, where your dealer, whatever they're going to diagnose it, pinpoint test, and know it's this. It will probably be more expensive possibly to replace that one part than your garage, but he's not going to know what it is. So in the long run, you're going to save money.
It's almost like, from what I hear you say, it's almost like the doctor-patient relationship, whereas you want your doctor to have you want to have a good relationship with your doctor so they'll know you. Same thing for a vehicle. You really are the doctor of a vehicle.
It is, and I mean, and we know them, and just like I've told everybody, and in 32 years, and mainly with Ford Motor Company, a lot of it, my masters, I have 3 masters in the shop. I can bring a Ford in here and put it in front of them. They look at me like I'm going crazy. They don't know how to work on it. Vice versa, if I took a Infiniti to Ford, they're not going to know how to work on it. We all work on each other's vehicles. They bring me theirs, I bring, but there's this guy down the road that can work on everything. That's the fallacy in people believing they can take that, because there's not that guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Same thing as I always say, if you got chest pains, would you go to the dentist? They're both doctors. So, you figure that one out. Second biggest investment of your life, I want to be sure the person knows what they're doing, and that's your dealer.
Just want to pause real quick here, that cable film.
Oh, all right. That's good. Anything else that you'd like to mention before we go? Got anything else?
No, I mean, I've got another tech we've hired in from Lakeland, Florida. Moved him up here. He's coming in this week. We pretty much have built this shop on a different idea than a lot of people. A lot of people will have a master tech that really knows what he's doing, and then they'll have a bunch of B's and C's that he has to coach and show them what the rest of it is done. We don't operate that way. Everybody in my shop is a master tech, except for my lube guy, but he is a factory trained lube guy that's certified in the day and fast lube type operations. But everybody else is master certified with years under their belt. So I mean that way you can guarantee that whoever's working on your car knows exactly what they're doing.
I do have one more question, Jerry, and that is, in this pandemic time we've been in, what kinds of issues or challenges or opportunities has the time that we've been living in over the last year meant for the Infiniti of Chattanooga Service Department?
Well, we've seen some ups and downs as everybody else has, but I mean there's a lot of things that's come out of it. As far as we have a pickup and delivery service now that's out there. We've seen our loaner vehicles expand, and to where we actually have more of those now to be able to offer people, and we can a lot of times come to your house and deliver your loaner and pick up your vehicle. So there's a lot more of for the customer. There's been a lot of advantages that have happened coming out of this to be sure that we can continue to do business.
And I would say it actually, what I think I'm hearing you say, it's become more convenient for the customer.
It has. It's had to. We're trying to be sure that we keep their fears and your feelings there. That and be sure that we've got them up front when we're doing business.